My name is Kayli Mernka. I'm an assistant store manager. I'm the manager with probably the most food sensitivities, so I'm kind of the one that everyone goes to when they need help trying to find different things based on what our ingredients are. Because of my dietary restrictions, my doctor was pretty adamant about me cutting certain foods out in order to feel better. And so once I started to do that, it was amazing how much of a difference I noticed in my energy level and how the food I was putting into my body actually had a direct impact on how I looked and how I felt every day. And shortly thereafter, that is when I started at Gateway, just because I felt like the lifestyle I was trying to live fit in really well with what they were doing. So I actually started in the cafe. But we have certain spots of the store that are actually designated for people with allergies or special dietary restrictions. So we have whole sections that are exclusively vegan, and we have whole aisles that are exclusively gluten-free and or vegan. So it's really easy to just walk in and know, like, this is the section that I can shop in. And if you're not sure, everything's pretty well labeled and our staff is pretty knowledgeable. Having organic food at Gateway is really integral to how our business kind of became what it is. We like to exclusively feature organic produce, so it's nice to go into a store and not have to worry about where it is that you're looking for the organic section. You just know that everything that we carry there is going to be certified organic. Our mission is not only organic, but local farmers. So it's not just organic food that you're getting, you're supporting kind of people in the area as well. But it's really big for us, especially to work towards a cleaner environment. And having organic produce is kind of our way of ensuring that we're doing something in the greater good, because running a grocery store can be really wasteful. Making sure that you at least have organic produce is a step that we can take in the direction of making sure that we're reducing our carbon footprint. I think for someone wanting to start getting into a healthier lifestyle, we have the beautiful internet now, so it's really great to find a lot of good food blogs where you can start to understand how to prepare food that is healthier for you. And Gateway Market can really help with that because we have so many options that regardless of what kind of lifestyle change it is that you're looking to make, we can find a way to accommodate it. I also think our staff is really knowledgeable about local ingredients and healthier lifestyles. So talking to anyone in the store is also a really good way for us to kind of help you get your foot in the door with that. I think the healthiest food options you can have is just eating clean or reducing your meat consumption. And our cafe especially has a lot of options for people who are vegan or vegetarian. And that's kind of hard to find, even though I think more people are getting towards a vegan diet. So it's nice that there are other options for whole prepared meals that don't have meat either. And then in our cafe, we have a whole menu that is exclusively vegan. So you can get noodles, salads, sandwiches, a lot of different options like that there. And we've got vegan bacon, vegan anything you could possibly think of in our refrigerated package section in the grocery store too. And Gateway actually has a full service bakery in our basement. So all of our bread products are actually made fresh every day and they don't contain any preservatives. So I think knowing that if you're eating something like bread, it's just flour, water, and yeast is really good for you too. We wanted to not just have a grocery store, but also a cafe. So if you wanted to make your own meals, there's options for you to go and figure out what kind of food you'd like to make for dinner. If you're in a rush or you want breakfast or you just want to get together with some friends, the cafe is also a really great option. And they wanted to carry out the same kind of products on both sides. So you can get a package of Beyond Meat burgers to make for dinner, or you can go to the cafe and get one that's cooked for you. And we have vegan and vegetarian options for that as well. We have a lot of vegan options. So we've recently started to carry almost exclusively vegan ice cream, which as a lactose intolerant person who's not vegan is also really nice. So in addition to having food, we've also got a home goods area. So you can get not just food that you're looking for that's healthy, but we also carry an exclusive line of compostable alternatives to plasticware. So if you want to get a party at your house, we've got not paper plates and compostable cups and reusable straws. And we also carry all compostable parchment paper and bakeware and stuff like that too. I'm also pretty excited about all of our Mrs. Meyer's stuff because that whole aisle smells so good. So since we are such a local store and we're pretty neighborhood intensive, We're really integrated into the Sherman Hill neighborhood. So as a part of our community, we want to represent our community as well. And it's really exciting because vendors who are from Des Moines will come to us and say, hey, I know that you carry this other product from this company down the street. How do you feel about carrying ours as well? So it's not even just us reaching out to the community comes to us too. And that's a pretty great thing to feel when people are like, hey, we know that you're busy. We know that you like local stuff. Can we be a part of it? I got really excited when we started carrying the Dog Patch Urban Gardens salad dressings, mostly because I, until we started carrying them, didn't know that that was something that they did. But it's a really cool urban garden project in downtown Des Moines, so being able to have some of their products is really great. Gateway Market is owned by Orchestrate Hospitality. And so through that company, we do volunteer and outreach coordination throughout the year. Over the summer, there was a basketball tournament held for urban kids in the Kingman Hill area. Through Orchestrate, a group of us from Gateway every week went and helped be a part of that. We gave out cotton candy and hot dogs, and it was a really fun experience. And a few years ago, pre-COVID, we used to do food shelters as well. The COVID changes were a little odd for everyone at the beginning, but it was really interesting to see how we had such a shift in where people were coming in at. Because pre-COVID, we had this huge ramp up in our cafe where we started doing Grubhub and DoorDash. So we were getting insanely busy on like a daily basis, just busier and busier. And then obviously our in-dining had to stop. So that slowed the business down a lot. But since we'd already integrated a lot of the to-go meals and pickups, people were pretty seamlessly able to keep doing that. And while that happened, our grocery store got drastically busier because people weren't going out to eat. And so they were shopping to get stuff to cook at home more. And so I was really excited to see the amount of people that stuck around with us as employees through that whole chaos, because it seemed like things were changing every day and they just rolled with it no matter how busy it got. I think my favorite part of where we're at with that now is seeing some of our old regulars start to come back and feel more comfortable coming in. All of our staff still is required to wear masks, so I think that helps people feel comfortable, but it's nice seeing people that we haven't seen for like a year and a half, and now they're eating with us every week again. Our catering department obviously had a lull during 2020 because it's hard to get a large group of people together during a pandemic, but we're pretty excited by the number of people that have been coming back to us this year. We do a lot of wedding events at the Des Moines Botanical Center, and we also cater like house parties or graduation parties, but most of the people end up coming to us for weddings. Gateway Market is located at 2002 Woodland Avenue. We're directly on the corner of Woodland and MLK, and we're also on a direct bus line. So it's pretty easy to get to from the interstate by car, from the neighborhood walking or on a bike, or from the DAR bus.